But you're the only one who can unite the people. You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the Boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
Yep, the Sticks TT is the official ground. Sticks TT is the official ground transportation provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series. Yeah, and that's what it is. So big thanks to them for transporting these young lads all around Trinidad and Tobago for the football, and also a big thanks to our partners, the Ministry of Sport and Development of Trinidad and Tobago, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, Powerade, Subway, and Blue for sponsoring this CFU Under 14 Challenge Series. And of course, scan now. Take our spectator survey for a chance to win a special merchandise package. Prizes include a Sport TT notepad, a cap, a keychain, a drawstring, a water bottle from Visit Trinidad, a microfiber towel, and of course from I Choose Sport, a t-shirt, a pencil case, and a phone popper. So scan now for your chance to win these prizes. And welcome back once again to the Larry Gomes Stadium. It's our final match of the day here in the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series, and it is Sint Maarten, and they are taking on Bermuda here. 4 p.m. kickoff, and it proves to be a very exciting one. It's Liu Chin here in commentary alongside Rennie. Best Rennie, have to be in store for something great to finish off the day.
Yeah, Liu, I definitely think we're in store for a really good game here today. As the last one of the day, we expect a really good performance from Sint Maarten and Bermuda. Two very strong teams. Both teams will love to win this tournament, but fortunately only one team can. So definitely looking forward to what the lads bring here for us today.
Absolutely. And well, Tier 2, of course, this is, and it's Group C. It consists of Sint Maarten, St. Lucia, Bonnet, Bermuda, and Grenada. And just to give you a quick update on the standings in this group, as at today, of course, the Bermudans have looked very impressive so far, and that's the reason they are actually on top of this group. St. Lucia in second, Bonnet third, and Sint Maarten yet to get a victory, as well as Grenada in this group as well. They were in action today. But it's all eyes on Bermuda and Sint Maarten. And as I said, Renee, the Bermudans have impressed. They have looked very comfortable. They've looked a well-oiled machine as well. And it's going to be difficult for Sint Maarten today. As you said, they haven't been able to yet get a victory. And the Bermudans already flying high. They've already found their feet in this one. And to update you as well, in this group, Grenada, they did play Bonaire earlier on today as well. And they were 4-1 victors, which means that Sint Maarten do sit at the bottom of this group. So definitely a huge fight is going to be needed from them today, as the players and officials are making their way onto the field. Of course, Sint Maarten in their white and blue, and the Bermudans are in their pink, as customary so far. And they've been reaping a lot of success, and they've been very impressive as the players line off and we get ready for the national anthems of both Sint Maarten and Bermuda. Well, the anthems of both countries, of course. You may have heard the God Save the King. That's the British national anthem. Bermuda, yeah, they are a British colony, so they will sing to that. But the players are ready. They're shaking hands. And this proves to be a very interesting and exciting encounter between Sint Maarten and Bermuda. Well, as the players go to get their team photos, let's go through the lineups for both teams. So for Sint Maarten, it's Sudesh Singh who's in post, Dion Pantoflet, Ranier Marian, Jahir Malin, Kamali George, Ramazan Fleming, Tadi Moeljo, Nelson Jason, and Mills for Sint Maarten. And they are coached by Jason Lindo and Dylan Telemark with team manager Peter Suwine. And the Bermudans who are in shot there. Nuri Latham is the goalkeepers. Yanni Jennings, captain, number 10. Skylar Pejotto, Roman Wilkinson, Deacon Wade, Zaidan Lightborn, Furbert, Carter Thomas, Sachi Trott, Kayuri Tucker, Rufaro Kunze, and Jayon Wolf. Those are the Bermudans, and they are the officials lined up with both captains. And it is Charlize Hood who is in charge of this one. She's the main referee. And then it's Adam Singh who's the first assistant, Javier Burgos second assistant, and fourth official Ariel Rodriguez, with match commissioner Shari Bihari Pear and delegate Natasha Hinkson. There they are, just finalizing as the teams finalize their last bit of motivation before we get into the game between Sint Maarten and Bermuda. Rennie, it's a very big game here for Sint Maarten. They need a victory, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it definitely will be a tough game for them. Definitely capable. But the likes of the Bermuda under 14 team have shown themselves really strong in this tournament thus far. So I think it will be a very, very exciting matchup. Definitely in for quite a showing here, Liu.
Absolutely. Well, the Bermudans have impressed. That man who's about to take the kickoff for them, Jayon Wolf, well, he is a handful, has a lot of pace on top. And if they give him too much space in Martin, he's definitely going to exploit it. But we're on cue for a 4 p.m. kickoff, and any moment now, Charlize Hood will be blowing that whistle to get us underway for our final match today here at the Larry Goom Stadium between Sint Maarten and Bermuda. Tier 2, Group C is the group that these two teams are in the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series. It was a tournament being hosted here in Trinidad and Tobago from the 16th of August to the 26th, consisting of 23 teams from across the Caribbean, all battling for success, bragging rights, and to be champions of this competition. So, referee is getting the final countdown here from the match commissioner. And we are off. Bermuda versus Sint Maarten here at the Larry Goom Stadium. And immediately we see Bermuda on the front foot. And for those watching, you are going to see a very composed performance from the Bermudans. I can vouch for, definitely. They have looked very well drilled so far in this tournament. Must be noted that on the first day of play, Bermuda played against Grenada, and a lot of the starters in that match not starting today, likes of Solomon Salam in the centre back position. He's on the bench today, as well as Adam Barrett, right back, as well as the keeper Bassett. So, resting players. But immediately Bermuda in, and what a finish that is! Right off the bat. Who else but Zaidan Furbert rifles that one into the top corner, and Bermuda lead in the first minute of play. Rennie, I told you this team is something special.
Well, Liu, they definitely started off really well here. A brilliant ball slipped through for Furbert, and what a finish that is. Goalkeeper stood no chance. The power was excellent. The precision was amazing. And that is how you want to start all your games.
Absolutely. Well, Bermuda on the first day against Grenada started scoring very early on, but definitely not this early. And Coach Blanchett is going to be very pleased with what he's seen. That was a brilliant finish there from Furbert. Absolutely brilliant. To remind you again that earlier on in the 2 p.m. kickoff, it was Barbados who got the better of the Cayman Islands. A 4-1 victory, very impressive. And now, if we look at the trajectory of the game, if Bermuda continue this way, we could be in for another very high-scoring match here, Rennie.
Yeah, definitely, Leo. I do agree with you there. I think that's something we all want to see. We do want to see a little bit more from Sint Maarten. They just can't seem to get on the ball right now. That's due to the composure from the Bermuda team, who seem to do really well in possession.
Yeah, they really are brilliant. And this man here, Jennings, well, he's one of them. The captain, of course, and number 10. He's a real creative spark in this Bermuda team. Here's Pejotto. Yeah, and that's Rufaro Kunze, number 17 for Bermuda. Very talented young man himself. So it really is a well-oiled machine, as we've been saying. In all positions, you have a quality player there. And you would see Deacon Wade, he's number 8 for Bermuda as well. Is a midfielder by trade, but he's been allowed to drop into that centre-back position and plays it well. And this man as well here, Carter Thomas, also a bright spark in this Bermuda team. But it's not all about Bermuda. Sint Maarten have some quality themselves, and they'll be hoping to create some chances and get something out of this match. But here's Wolf, and that's the pace that he has. Big touch, Furbert again! This time, just wide. But that's the threat of the Bermudans.
Yeah, definitely. They seem to want to press the ball really high, not giving Sint Maarten any time to breathe. Sint Maarten just can't seem to catch themselves here. Don't think we've seen them make 3 complete passes yet, but they definitely have the capability.
Yeah, well, it's not going their way just yet. That one goes out of play as well. Just past 4 minutes past 4 here in Trinidad and Tobago in the afternoon, and the sun has come out now for these 2 teams, so they have another factor to be mindful of. It's hot. It's a very clear day here in Trinidad and Tobago. Must say a beautiful day for football. But there's a thin line between beautiful and grueling. Because you like the sun to play in football, but then the hot sun, again, could be something that you don't really want, do you? Here's Wade over to Tucker. Another very impressive defender in this Bermuda team. He drives forward. Good passing once again from Bermuda. Here's Furbert. Look at that pace. And he has options in the middle. Gets it across the Wolf. What a save there from Sudesh Singh.
It has to be said, Sudesh Singh, the captain for Sint Maarten, has done really well there, proving himself between the sticks yet again. Very good goalkeeping. Very few keepers keep that out. It's a very good opportunity for Bermuda, but very, very excellent goalkeeping from Sudesh Singh.
Yep, good save. And he saved his team from going down 2-0 in a matter of about 6 minutes. You see the pace of Furbert, and here we go again. Bermuda once again on the prowl. Wolf is once again in the middle lurking. Ball comes to him, and he gets his angles all wrong. Big chance missed again by Gian Wolf. But it's all Bermuda. Look at this. Burst of pace down the right-hand side. Yeah, and I think he should have gone with the inside of his foot there, Rennie.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe even going with the left as well. But it must be said, Bermuda do have some very pacey players on their team going forward, and it's really giving Sint Maarten some trouble right now. They just can't seem to contend with the pace.
Yep. Well, here they are again, Furbert. And you see, that's the thing. They know the pace that they have up top. So they're able to hold their run and still beat the defensive line of teams in this tournament. And that's where they've been really punishing a lot of teams.
That's really good coaching, Liu.
Yep, it is. And that's a foul there from Peugeot. And it is finally an opportunity here for Sint Maarten with the set piece. And it looks like it's going to be number 13, Demario Nelson, who's going to take it. George is in the conversation as well. A goal would do them well. They didn't plan to concede so early, I don't think. Here they are. So it does look to be Nelson who's going to swing this one in. He's raising up his arm on that left foot of his. Here's Nelson, whips it in. Decent looking ball, but he overcooked it. Got some good bend on it, but way too high for anybody in the Bermuda penalty area.
I think that is a warning sign for Bermuda. That wasn't a bad effort at all. I think they need to be a little bit more aware of giving away free kicks and dead ball situations in and around their box. Sint Maarten definitely have the quality.
How about that for a ball again? And it's Furbert. Similar position. Can he get a similar result? And he does. What a beautiful finish from Zidon Furbert. And just like that, Bermuda lead 2-0 in 9 minutes. And it's not the first time we've seen this in this tournament, Rene Best. This Bermuda team is something special.
Definitely very special, Liu. The ball, the touch to push it out and go forward, continuing to drive, and what a finish that is. Very similar to the first, and seems to be able to get a lot of power on the shot as well. And within the first 10 minutes of this game, Furbert is well on his way to achieving a hat-trick if he gets another one.
Well, on the first day of play, as I keep mentioning to you, Bermuda went up 2-0 against Grenada, and it was a brace from Gian Wolf within the 10 minutes. This time it's Furbert. So they're very quick starters, are the Bermudans, and they just seem to move the ball around so well. That's a foul there on Carter Thomas, and a free kick danger once again for Sint Maarten. And I must have you know, Rene, that this isn't their full strength team. Some of their starters are on the bench.
Well, Leo, that's very scary thing for other teams, but it speaks to the selection process of this Bermuda team, and even the coaching has been really good for them.
Jennings whips it in. Wolf is up. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful goal that is. Well, if you thought that you saw something special, well, look at that. Wonderful there. And it's Kayuri Tucker this time, who came out of nowhere and headed it home, and Bermuda lead 3-0.
Leo, I'm in absolute shock and awe. I thought he overcooked it. Thought it was going out, and what a run. What a run from the player there. Excellent finish. That could have gone anywhere, but he put it in the back of the net. And Bermuda are 3-0 up in this first half within the first 11 minutes of the game. This team is definitely something special. Very scary team, if I do say so myself.
Well, and here they go again, Jennings. They seem to want more. Wolf on top of the box here. Wilkinson creates some space. It's beautiful football. And offside there is Rufai Rokunzi, and we could get a breather. Well, question marks maybe over Sudesh Singh. Might have been a bit more convincing in coming out to that, but no question marks over that header. That was world class, I dare to say.
Yeah, definitely. This is some... I think we do have to give credit to the players, but the coaching, the discipline of the players is definitely something noteworthy.
If these players are able to stay together for Bermuda, I mean, this is the under 14 level in the next 6 years, maybe could see Bermuda qualifying for some big tournaments and causing some damage, because what I'm seeing here is not normal. Here's Tucker, the goal scorer of Bermuda's third goal, that is. And it looks like it's going to be a long afternoon for Sint Maarten, Rennie. Unfortunately for them.
Yeah, definitely, Liu. I do think that it's going to be a very long day for them. Never want to be 3-0 down, especially in the first 11 minutes of the game. But Bermuda definitely put on a show for us in this short space of time. And here's an excellent attack. Oh, and he just gets his angles wrong. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Went a bit early there, definitely offside, but I think that's important for Sint Maarten. Also important to note for Bermuda that they can't fall asleep in this game, so you could be punished.
You're absolutely right, and that's the fear of when a team is so dominant. Complacency is a terrible disease that could kick in and really can set a team down. But if I'm being honest with you, Rennie, this Bermuda team, they seem to fight to the end no matter the scoreline. They always seem to want more. And here's Jennings, the captain, into Wade, who did play that ball across for Furbert's second goal. As I said, he is a midfielder, but look at that. Even the goalkeeper is oozing with confidence. Oh, everybody is just enjoying themselves out there for Bermuda. This time it's Kunze who's fouled. And yet another free kick here, which Wade launches forward, and Furbert is in acres again. Takes it down impeccably. And he's driving. Lovely ball into Wolf. This could be a fourth. Oh my goodness. It is four. And this time it's Gian Wolf. And we've only played 14 minutes of football.
Well, Liu, attack after attack, Bermuda have been relentless. Even slipping in that through ball. What a pass that was. Didn't even see Wolf make that run. But he definitely did see him. Look at that ball. And what a brilliant finish. Such composure. Take his time, slotting it in. And Liu, if I do say so myself, I think we're in for a lot more goals if Bermuda continue this way.
Yep, as I said, could be a very long afternoon for Sint Maarten. It's already proven to be, and no disrespect to them whatsoever, but they have come up against one of the strongest teams in this tournament, and you could clearly see that. They are scoring some goals that look like World Cup quality goals. It's not tap-ins we're seeing here. This is proper football from this Bermuda team, and a lot of credit has to be given to the coach and the coaching staff of Bermuda. Look again, the long ball, that's been working well. Wade has found Furbert every single time he's tried. And here they go again. Oh, lovely skill. Could this be a fifth now? Strike comes in. Sudej Singh this time gobbles it up and clears it away with immediacy. Oh.
The goalkeeper had to get that right there. But Sudej Singh, credit to him. I mean, after conceding 4 goals, continuing is very difficult. But here we have Wolf again bearing down on goal. And again, a very composed finish from him. And Bermuda are now 5-0 up in the first 17 minutes of this game. A brace from Wolf, a brace from Furbert. And Liu, I tell you what, look at this finish. It's almost a carbon copy of his first. Same run, same finish, same great player. And I'll tell you what, Sint Maarten better start making some changes here defensively. Don't know if it's too soon to, in quote unquote, park the bus, but at this rate, they're in for a clattering.
Well, couldn't have said it better myself there, Rennie. 5-0 now. Bermuda lead. This is demolition by all means. A brace from Furbert, now a brace from Wolf, and a header from Tucker, which may count as 2 goals because it was so beautiful. But it is the cooling break now, and boy, do the Sint Maarten need it. They've really had it tough there. I mean, this Bermuda team have been all over them. They need to refuel and find some sort of inspiration here, Sint Maarten. They have quality in their side. It's not that they don't. But Bermuda just having their way with them at this point in time. But Rennie, if you were the coach of Sint Maarten, I mean, down 5-0 in 18, 17 odd minutes, Jason Lindo, what is your message to your players right now? I mean, they have to be demoralized.
Yeah, and you can even see it in their mannerisms, in their movements. Players just don't seem to know how to continue. I mean, being 5-0 down within the first 20 minutes of a game is never an easy thing. But I think the coach would just tell them to assert themselves a lot more, try to get on the ball a lot more, and maybe stop playing around with it in the midfield. Probably don't have the quality as the Bermuda team in that midfield area, and if they lose the ball there, we've seen what the Bermuda team can do. So I think Sint Maarten just have to show a bit more composure. But the game's not over yet. We have seen some very interesting comebacks in football, so it's never really done until the final whistle, do you?
Yep. Well, that concludes the cooling break, and we are back in business now. Bermuda leading 5-0 already. Just to remind you of the goal scorers: Furbert with a brace, then it was Tucker with a header, and then Wolf with the most recent brace. And 2 + 1 is 3, + 2 is 5, and that's the amount of goals that Bermuda have scored. And here's Jennings. I mean, he's one of the quality players in this side as well, and even he hasn't yet been really involved. Peugeot there into Kunze. What a lovely turn from him, and he beats another but runs out of play. But you could see the confidence in them, Rennie. I mean, everybody seems to want a piece of the action.
Sometimes you forget, Leo, that these are just kids. Boys 10 to 14 years old and playing like some top professionals. This game does remind me of some Premier League games that I've seen in the past, but I don't think I've seen anyone as composed as Wolf within that 18-yard box. Definitely a special player for Bermuda.
Yeah, he really is composed in those areas. Doesn't seem to hesitate much. And it was Furbert there who was offside. But again, that big switch cross field from Wade to Furbert has been very successful for the Bermudans. That time didn't work out, but it's something that Sint Maarten have to pay attention to because it's leading to all the goals. Here's Peugeot into Kunze, tries to do some trickery again, but not successful. And finally, Sint Maarten, can they just build some sort of possession here? It hasn't been going their way at all, has it? And possession given away as I say that. Here's Furbert trying to break through, but Sint Maarten no. Nope, given away again. Tucker intervenes for Bermuda. And Peugeot can't control, so it is a Sint Maarten ball still. And they can't settle it, and it's once again cleared away by the Bermudans. Of course, this is Group C in Tier 2 of the CFU Under-14 Boys Challenge Series. And we really have seen some excellent quality on display in this tournament. That man on the ball there, Wilkinson as well, is one of the standout players in this Bermuda team. Everybody seems to be a standout player in this Bermuda team. But there's a mistake. And could be a chance here for Sint Maarten. Shot comes in, but easily gathered by Nuri Latham in the Bermuda post. Good work. And could be an opportunity here for St. Maarten. They could pull one back. But Wade recovers well and Latham clears. So, a bit of a wobble there from the Bermudans, Rennie.
Yeah, well, it's a very strong challenge. That's what they want from their forwards. The enthusiasm. And even being 5-0 down to do something like that is amazing in itself. He does really well. He just struggled a bit to get the ball from out of his feet.
Well, here's Jennings winning back the ball and using some of his skill to great effect. Wade into Wolf, and that could be problematic. Look at the pace of Gian Wolf, and I knew he was going to do that. And this could be a hat-trick for Wolf, and just wide there from Gian Wolf. He tried to catch off the keeper by going near post, but it didn't work out for him in the end.
Well, Leo, I'm just amazed at the pace. Look at this, picking up the ball in his own half, and look at that run, a powerful run. The pace, the defender just couldn't keep up with him. He's very unlucky with the finish there. But I think if he gets that in another opportunity like that, it goes in.
Yep, you would definitely put your house on it, wouldn't you? But here's Jennings trying to create something again. Lovely ball. Wolf was there, and it was skewed by Marion of St. Maarten, and Sudesh Singh got control of it.
Yeah, I just think Wolf may have been blinded there.
Good defending there from Wade, just heading it back into Latham, who was ever so composed. Lovely turn as well from Thomas, and a decent ball, but way too much on that one. Sudesh Singh seems to have learned his lesson now. Peugeot, left back for Bermuda, number 3. Very composed player as well himself. And the commentators kicks in as I say that. Commits a foul through. As we are in the 25th minute of the first half here. About 10 minutes remaining in this first half. And it's already 5-0 to the Bermudans. There could be more here. Here's Wolf. Oh, lovely from Gian Wolf. Has no options though. Kunze is arriving late. Wilkinson! And it's blocked. But here's Furbert. And he doesn't get the contact that he wanted. And St. Maarten get away with another one.
Gian Wolf does really well here. Making space for himself. Getting in and around the defender. And even picking out a really good pass. Just a really good block in the end. But Bermuda definitely, well, I think they're beyond knocking on the door now.
Yeah.
They've already entered. For
sure. They entered and they're having dinner on the dining table. Here's Tucker. Good pressing though from St. Maarten. I mean, despite the scoreline, they're still showing the intent, which is very commendable from the St. Maarten team. Oh, Peugeot showing off his skills. And a lovely ball here, but I think Wolf's offside. Yeah, surely he's offside there. Sudesh Singh was just making sure.
Definitely not a bad attempt. That was a really good ball. Wolf just went a bit early, and look at the bit of skill here. Making space for yourself, and that's really good from the defender.
Yeah, brilliant. But yeah, as I said, St. Maarten, they have been battling still. So credit to them. Look at that. That's immense pace. He's going to get to that, is Fu. But look at that. Just galloping through the St. Maarten defense. And can this be? No, it's well defended in the end by St. Maarten. Good recovery by Pantoflet. Did well.
Yeah, I think Fu just tried to pick out Wolf there. He have done better by going with his left foot. But some really good team play. A very unselfish player. Did really well there.
Lovely from Wilkinson. Oh, what a player he is, and he's continued his run as well. Will he be rewarded for his efforts? Excellent goalkeeping there from Sudesh Singh. Just got there ahead of the onrushing Wilkinson. And here they go. It's Furbert And he's going to get that as well. Oh! And it's a hat trick. Gian Wolf is in the right place at the right time. And he gets the right result as well. And that's a hat trick. And it's 6-0. Bermuda now lead here against Sint Maarten.
Well, Leo, look at the pace. I didn't think he was going to get back to that. Ended up keeping it in and putting it on a plate for Wolf. As you rightly said, he was in the right place at the right time. And Bermuda have found themselves a very good cushion here. At this point, it's more than a cushion. Might be the entire coach. He's done really well there.
Yep. Absolutely well. I mean, it's not often that I count teams out of a match, but I will say that it's going to be a very tall mountain to climb for Sint Maarten in this one. I mean, a 6-0 deficit in the first half and not even the full first half. That's really going to be tough. Here's Kunze. Wolf was in the middle lurking again. And eventually Sint Maarten gets it clear. But still nothing. They just can't seem to get it right. Well, credit to Bermuda. They really have come out here and they've shown their true colors. Wilkinson loses out. Good play there from Geeson. He also loses possession and Bermuda back again. And that really has been the issue, Rennie. You made mention of it, that Sint Maarten just haven't been able to hold on to the ball for long periods of time.
Yeah, they just, every time they pick up the ball, they seem to give it straight back to Bermuda. And paid a lot for doing those simple mistakes. And again, here comes another attack. And what a ball that is. Can Wolf get it? He does. But in the end, he did not have the necessary support. He did really well there. Credit to Sudesh Singh as well. Very good goalkeeping, making himself really big there. But look at that pass.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Just free-flowing football from the Bermudans. And Gian Wolf, he's had what a first half. He's had an opportunity to get a hat-trick in the outing against Grenada as well. Made a meal of it. But this time he made sure that he got those 3 goals and 6 for Bermuda. Here's Jennings now. Wilkinson into Wolf, looking for a 4th now. And he's driving through and he has a strike. And it's, tell you what, close. Deflected wide by Ruiz. Number 12 there for Sint Maarten doing some good defensive work. But unfortunately for him and his team, it's another corner for Bermuda. Surely it can't get worse in this first half. Wilkinson standing over this one. Whips it in under the keeper. Ooh, good goalkeeping from Sudesh Singh. Had to be watchful. Cleared away. Battling, and that's how they win back the ball so quickly. They work so hard. Here's Furbert. He's also on a hat-trick. Yep. They're just all over Sint Maarten at the moment here, Bermuda. Ball thrown in, but doesn't reach its target. And Sint Maarten can clear, but it's straight back into Carter Thomas. They really have just been conceding possession a lot, and it's been to their downfall. Tucker with a nice ball out wide here into Peugeot, who controls it beautifully. But he's stolen, but get back position here, do Bermuda. Sint Maarten trying to launch a counter, and that one just too much on it there for, I believe it was Fleming. Yep, Fleming trying to run down that right hand side. Has to be frustrating for Sint Maarten, Rennie.
Yeah, definitely is a very frustrating thing. But we've seen glimpses. They've seen glimpses of hope in this first half, and as I said, it is a really tall hill to climb.
And here we go again. Wolf is in the middle. That's a big touch. Goes all the way himself this time. Does trot from the right back position, but it's a well saved by Sudesh Singh. I think Wolf might have wanted that one played into him.
Yeah, but you gotta give credit to Trot. I mean, 6-0 up. Why not, as a right back, want to get a goal yourself?
Nevertheless, a corner kick for Bermuda. Jennings, the captain, standing over it in the 33rd minute. Whips it in nicely as well. Sudesh misses it, and it's in the back of the net, and that's the hat-trick there for Furbut. Well, swung in by the captain Jennings and finished off by Zaidan Furbut. What a first half, and look at that. That's the sign of a team that is playing wonderful football right now. Rennie Best, it is absolutely wonderful to watch.
Definitely. I didn't see Bermuda play before this, but keeper just misses it, makes a mess of it, and, well, we've been treated to 2 hat-tricks here today. 2 very, very good ones as well. Some very, very excellent finishes, and Bermuda are flying high here. And, well, Leo, you did say we try not to count teams out, but this is almost an Everest of a mountain for Sint Maarten to climb here.
Most definitely. And here they go again, Bermuda. It's Jennings. Has a strike. And, well, what did you expect? Nothing less than a goal, right? And this time it's Captain Ziani Jennings with that beautiful left foot of his. And Bermuda, yep, no, it's not a glitch. They now lead 8-0. Well, I really have to feel sorry for Sint Maarten. I mean, they came out here with a fighting spirit, but it just hasn't gone their way.
Yeah, definitely. And look at this for a finish. Beats the keeper, puts it on his left foot, and can't ask for anything better than that. The captain leading by example. I mean, at this point, he probably wants a hat-trick himself.
I think everybody wants a hat-trick now. Even Nuri Latham in post will be licking his chops. But, I mean, that's the thing about it, is they're such a quality team. So, really, we can't criticize Sint Maarten too much. They haven't necessarily played badly. I just think that Bermuda haven't given them the chance, really, to create anything, haven't they?
Yeah, it's very truly you. Bermuda just having a bit more quality all areas of the pitch, really.
Yeah.
And that just makes it very difficult for Sint Maarten. And look at that lovely piece of skill there from the number 11. Who has done really well in that midfield role. Very composed, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 minutes added on in this first half, and, well, what a first half it's been.
Well, for Bermuda at least. As that one is played through by Carter Thomas. Kunze trying to make a nuisance of himself, but concedes the goal kick in the end. And, well, Sudesh Singh is a very good keeper. The 8-0, I mean, really doesn't speak to his ability. But it's just been a tough day in the office for Sint Maarten. Here's Carter Thomas. Peugeot into Wade. And all the way back to Nuri Latham. Hasn't had much action in this one, as we are into stoppage time, as Rennie mentioned. And Sint Maarten will be... Can't wait for that halftime. They need to reset. And even though they might not be able to claw back that victory, that's a big ask. They definitely would want to leave with something.
Yeah, this is just a really tough opponent to come up against. As we said previously, a very well-oiled machine is this Bermuda under 14 team. Seem to have quality players all around the pitch, and this isn't even their quote-unquote strongest side. They still have some quality players on the bench as well. But all credit to the coach, all credit to the players.
Well, it seems as if there's an injury there to Ramazan. I think he might have just tweaked something in his efforts. He is receiving some treatment. We hope that he's okay. That's a better spray. Should be okay. It looks like something on the calf. But in the process, referee Charlie's Hood decides that it's a good time to take that halftime break. And well, what a first half from Bermuda that was. They have scored 8 goals in 35 minutes and they're being clapped off by their fans, and understandably so. They have been absolutely top class, have Bermuda. This is really a great performance from a Sint Maarten perspective. Well, it's just been difficult. It's really been one-sided in this affair. Yeah, with Bermuda leading 8-0. Referees haven't really had much decisions to be made. No yellow cards, nothing really. Fulbert with a hat-trick. Gian Wolf with a hat-trick. And then beautiful goals from Captain Jennings and a thundering, towering header is what I wanted to say, by Kayuri Tucker as well, the centre-back. And well, you'll see all those goals shortly when we go through the highlights. But Rennie, I mean, I told you before the game that this Bermuda team is the real deal, and now you're seeing exactly what I was speaking about.
Yeah, Leo, I do know that, man, I respect your knowledge of football. Very high football IQ, as we say. But you have not been wrong at all. This Bermuda team is a scary sight, but definitely a hope for Bermuda football in the future.
Yep, and that's the sides of the scary sides, at least, that Rennie was talking about. It started off with Fulbert with a great finish in the first minute of play. And from then on, I think they just knew that they were going to steamroll in this first half. It's Fulbert again down that right-hand side, creating opportunities. That big switch from Wade, as we saw. Yeah, look at that. Touchdown. And as Rene said, almost a carbon copy of the first. This time he smashes it across the keeper. And that was 2-0. That was the early brace from Zidane Fulbert. And then it was just onslaught after onslaught of Bermuda attack. And look at this. Tucker coming out of nowhere, rising like a salmon, stinging like a bee, and celebrating like Michael Jackson. Deservedly so. That was 3-0. And then it was the Gian Wolf show. Ball just being put through, he runs onto them and finishes them off. He's composed as ever in those situations. Another opportunity, Sudesh Singh had some saves to make as well himself, but it was all Bermuda. Jennings, look at that for a ball, and you just can't give Gian Wolf that kind of space, because that's what he'll do. He'll just roll it past the goalkeeper. Brilliant from him once again. That was his second of the afternoon. Bermuda's 5th. And then he finally got his hat-trick after a while, after some more pressing from him. This was a brilliant burst of power and pace. That could have been the hat-trick. Matter of fact, he could have had about 5 in this first half. But that was a big miss. And then look at this from Peugeot. That one, I think Wolf was just offside, not able to hold his run. And if he was, it could have been 6. But then look at the persistence from Fulbert once again. And that was the hat-trick from Gian Wolf. He's been brilliant. I mean, really an out-and-out striker with pace as well. So he's a big asset in this Bermuda team as well. And then Jennings, Captain Jennings, that is, cutting on to that left foot of his. And once you give him that kind of space, there's only ever going to be one result. And that's what it was. And then, of course, there was one more man who was on a hat-trick. Fulbert as well. He did eventually clinch it, and those were the 8 goals that Bermuda scored in a span of 35 minutes. They lead Sint Maarten 8-0 in this CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series encounter. Our last of the day here today at the Larry Gomes Stadium. So we're going to take a short break, and when we return, we'll be back with the second half action between Sint Maarten and Bermuda. Don't go anywhere. Well, welcome back to the Larry Gomes Stadium, where the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series taking place. Bermuda against Sint Maarten, and yes, Bermuda are leading here 8-0 over Sint Maarten. Hat-tricks in the first half from Gion Wolf and Zidon Furbot, as well as goals from Jennings and Tucker for Bermuda as well. So some changes were made for Bermuda, and you could imagine why, giving players some rest. So Ed Mead has come onto the pitch, Gion Wolf has made way, as well as Wilkinson has made way, and De Silva has come into the fray for the Bermudans. And also changes being made for Sint Maarten, as we could see there. So both teams freshening up things. The Bermudans total control of this match. It's really been one-sided. But here's Sint Maarten. I mean, as we said in the first half, they might not be able to claw back a victory, but can somehow get some pride from this one and put in a good second half performance. Rousseau taking that one. He was one of the substitutes in the second half for Sint Maarten. There's Carter Thomas. He's really impressed as well. Number 11 for Bermuda. That one goes out of play. So Sint Maarten starting off the second half on the front foot. Not bad at all.
Yeah, definitely started off a lot better in the second half. I think, honestly, this might be the most we've seen them on the ball in this game thus far. But they've won themselves a corner. Can they get themselves a consolation goal here?
Well, it is the substitute, Russo, who's going to take it. And he swings it. It's a decent delivery. Heads go up. And it did come off of, I believe it was Marian. And still unable to score, though. And here's problems. Here's Ed Mead looking for Kunze. Finds him. This could be problems for Sint Maarten once again. Kunze is driving in on goal. Oh, and that's a penalty. Yep. It was Ruiz who made the tackle on Kunze. Brings him down. And a penalty now for Bermuda. So it goes from bad to worse. Just when you thought, Rene, that maybe Sint Maarten might have been having a better second half, they concede a penalty.
Yeah, well, up until that moment, they've done really well in this second half so far, but cheaply given away. Don't need to make a tackle like that. I mean, he does have the size advantage. Didn't need to go in with the legs there, and unfortunately, he may make this hill a bit steeper.
It was Kunze who was fouled, and they have given him the responsibility of taking the penalty as well. I mean, at this point in time, it is about giving other players an opportunity. Not a regular starter in the team is Kunze. So, very good team morale and very good teamwork by the Bermudans to give Kunze the penalty, which he actually misses. So Kunze, and what a save it was as well from Sudesh Singh. I mean, he looked at it all the way, and as we said in the first half, Sudesh Singh is a good keeper. Look at that. Yeah, full stretch across, dealt with it comfortably, but really has to be said it was a team penalty from Kunze.
To have to admire his teammates there, just trying to keep his morale up. It was a really good opportunity, but he couldn't capitalize on it. But I mean, 8-0 up. How many more goals do you want to score?
De Silva whips it in. Second half substitute for Bermuda. Has a very good left foot himself. And it stays at 8-0 here for Bermuda. Here's Rousseau. comfortable as ever. And that's the thing with the Bermuda team. They make the substitutions and there's little to no drop off, and more leaning to the no drop off of the performance. It's like players come off the bench and it's the same brand and almost the same quality of football being played, even with the additions. And here they go again. Lovely ball into Furbert. Can he find his fourth? No, that's a poor touch. Oh my goodness, he's been gifting it back. And this time, Kunze slots it home. Wow, and the Larry Gum Stadium erupts because they know what that means to him. Kunze with a big smile on his face. You can barely see him, his team covering him up. But yeah, he scored Bermuda's 9th goal of the day and they lead 9-0 running.
A very unselfish play from the number 9. Choosing to pick out a player instead of, adding to his own tally. It's a very, very nice finish from Kunze. And I think, look at this. Decides to pick him out instead of going for himself, and what a nice finish that is, and really something special as he even missed that penalty just a few minutes ago, and that's definitely something to boost his confidence as a player. He has been really good today. So I think it's just, Leo, I think it's not too late, but I think it may well be done and thoroughly dusted for Sint Maarten.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. 9-0 and in 40 minutes. Not even, a full 45 played as yet. And we're still seeing 9 goals being scored. Yep. So here is Bermuda once again trying to move forward, and that's another substitute who has come on the field, number 4 for Bermuda, Solomon Salam, came on for Tucker, who did score in the first half as well, a beautiful header. And it allows Coach Blanchett to just rest some players. It's a long tournament, and it looks as if it's going to be a long tournament for Bermuda because I think they're going to reach very far. So as much rest as these players can get is ideal for Bermuda. Here's Carter Thomas. Yep, he has impressed, hasn't he? Not yet to get on the score sheet though. Pajotto trying to flick that one, but can't. Much like the Bajans, it looks as if Bermuda are sailing to 9 points on the top of their group. Very dominant so far for them. They're loving it here in Trinidad and Tobago. And Sint Maarten now with an opportunity. It's a free kick. They would love a goal. Something to leave here with today. Can be very demoralizing, especially at a young age, to lose with such big margins.
You're right, Leon. I do think it's important for the coach to tell those players that these things do happen sometimes. That's how you recover from them.
Absolutely, swung in. Oh, and Latham misses it. Opportunity for Sint Maarten. Oh, and that was it. That was the golden opportunity there. It fell right on top of the box. I think it was George. Just didn't get his strike right, but much better there from Sint Maarten.
Yeah, definitely a very well taken free kick outside the box, and keeper misses it. Could have done a lot better there, and you could see what he was going for. He was aiming for that top right hand corner. Just didn't work out for him that time, but definitely seen some bright sparks from Sint Maarten in this game. I don't think anybody could be disappointed in them, as they all just want to show their individual talents and skill.
Absolutely. And played over the top again, a deep free kick, but this time Latham gathers it. Needed to at that point in time. He hasn't really had much action. It's much more in the second half for sure. And here we are again, good skill. Lovely play that Solomon Salam. Oh my goodness, he's a centre back by the way. Into his teammate Rogers, who came on for Jennings. And it is Deacon Wade who holds the armband now. Captain's armband, sorry. Russo. Taken away. And here's Trott. And here's Furbert. Remember, he has a hat-trick already. Can he find his fourth? A hat-trick and 2 assists, I should add. Did assist a Gion Wolf goal in the first half as well as the most recent for Kunze. So I think our choice for man of the match might be clear, but there's a lot of time still, and the rate Bermuda are going, there may be a lot of contenders. But it is a corner kick here for Bermuda. De Silva is standing over it. Kunze was coming short but decided to retreat. Lovely ball in. Oh, and Furbert was underneath it. Has a second chance. Can't get it. Here's Wade. Salam. Back to Peugeot. I think he's been pretty solid as well today, has Peugeot. I mean, hasn't done anything too risky. But look at this now. Oh, and Sint Maarten have scored. And it's a beautiful goal. It's Jahir Marlin. Yeah, it was a big mistake from Nuri Latham. And a wonderful finish. And finally, Sint Maarten have something to smile about. And it's 9-1. But that is a precious goal for Sint Maarten.
Yeah, I think Latham will be kicking himself there. It's a poor mistake. But what a finish that is. Great composure. And way to, give your team a little morale boost. And I think that is the best consolation goal any team could ever want.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And that's one for the highlight reels, at least, for the young man. So that's very nice. And a very good finish from Jahir Marlin. But Nuri Latham will be upset with that. I mean, he's not the first choice keeper for the Bermuda team. That's not to say he's not good. But I think one of the reasons that might have happened is he hasn't really been in the game much. So a bit of a lapse in concentration, you would have to think. It's difficult for keepers to stay in the game when they haven't been faced with much action. So maybe that could be the reason why he was unable to deal with that situation better. But it was pretty straightforward, to be honest. That one is lovely ball over the top from Furbert. Kunze is charging in behind and gets there somehow. Can he find his second of the game? Oh, lovely skill from Kunze. Can he go all the way? Plays it back to Ed Mead. And I think they played with their foot a bit too much there, Bermuda. Possession still with them though. Here's Carter Thomas. Slip through Ed Mead. Good save, Sudesh. Thought he might have been offside, but linesman didn't raise his flag. Corner kick, Bermuda.
Yeah, another really good opportunity for Bermuda. Could have easily gone 10-0 up there. Sorry, 10-1. But as you said, they did play with the food a lot. A wasted opportunity, but again, 9-1 up.
Here they are again, Kunze. Peugeot with a strike. But blocked, and Thomas retrieves, and he's really been good. Furbert fighting, and very tall and strong as Furbert, and finds Ed Mead, but this time, yeah, he's offside and saved by Sudesh Singh anyway. But yeah, I was mentioning Furbert, I mean, this is an under-14 tournament. Furbert looks like a well-seasoned, well-trained professional footballer. The way he plays, a lot of the players in this Bermuda team actually look that way. And they are readying some substitutions as well. It looks like Amir Weller and Amai Harvey, who did start for Bermuda in their first outing against Grenada. So even more quality coming off the bench. A strike there from De Silva on that left foot of his, but always rising. And a goal kick. And here are the substitutions coming in here for Bermuda. So it is Amir Weller coming on, and it's going to be Trott who makes way. He had a good game out on that right back. And then this man here, I think, more than likely will be man of the match. Zaidan Furbert, 3 goals and 2 assists, makes way for Amai Harvey, who has a lot of pace as well. So Bermuda ever freshening their team. And they're into the action straight away. Here's Kunze, who's had a good game himself. Rogers making space. And Kunze is offside. Yep, offside there is Kunze as we enter into the 50th minute of normal time. Well, 50th minute of play rather, 20 minutes of normal time remaining is what I really meant to say. And it's been one-way traffic really. St. Maarten, however, did get their goal, and a brilliant one it was by Marlin, but other than that, it's been all Bermuda. And here they are again with the silver. Lovely skill. Kunze tries to play it into Ed Mead, who I think might have been offside again. And a throw in for Bermuda. Ernie, based on their performances throughout the tournament, can you see anybody stopping this Bermuda team?
Well, Leo, I tell you, if any team can even come close to this Bermuda team, that might be the game of the tournament. I think this team just is oozing with quality in every area of the pitch. Very composed, very talented youth, and I mean, excellent coaching. We've been treated to 9 goals here today. And Bermuda definitely one of the teams of the tournament.
Absolutely, and they have a free kick here. An opportunity to probably score 10. And it's the Silva standing over it for Bermuda. Bodies committed in the box from the Bermudians. Kunze is standing on Sudesh Singh. And he finally decides to run onside. The Silva goes for goal. But it's over the bar. And goal kick to Sint Maarten. Sudesh Singh, as I was saying in the first half, the scoreline really doesn't show the quality of the keeper, because he is very good. 9 goals is not usually what he's accustomed to. That one cleared up and further cleared by St. Maarten. Should be another throw for Bermuda once again. They've really kept their foot on the pedal throughout the entire time they've been playing, and the substitutions as well. And again, very similar to Barbados, the impact of the substitutes have been immense. They've come on and played very well. As we get into our cooling break for the second half, with Bermuda leading 9-1. In the second half, 2 goals have been scored. The first by St. Maarten, and then Kunze had his chance. Actually, sorry, other way around. Had a bit of a brain lag there. It was Kunze who gave Bermuda the 9-0 lead after missing his penalty, and then it was St. Maarten who got back that goal. It really was gifted to them, but to be fair to Marlin, he still did have a lot of work to do and finished it off nicely. So we can't say, Rene, though, a good response in the second half from St. Maarten.
Yeah, it's definitely a great response from them. They are a really good team, but again, quality is quality, Liu, and the Bermuda team just had a bit more quality in all around the pitch, really. But St. Maarten have performed their hearts out. It's very difficult to concede that amount of goals and even want to continue, but they've done well thus far, and definitely a commendable performance from them.
Yep, and just to remind you, of course, this is Tier 2 of the tournament. There is Tier 1 and Tier 2 groups in both tiers, and this Tier 2 Group C consists of St. Maarten, St. Lucia, Bonaire, Bermuda and Grenada. In Group A, we have Antigua and Barbuda, Guyana, Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the Cayman Islands. And in Group B in Tier 2, we have Anguilla, the British Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos, US Virgin Islands, and Dominica. As Sint Maarten are making some substitutions here. It's Yuri Hassel who is coming on, as well as Kayan Magloire is entering into the fray, and making way was Simali George and Ramazan. And also in Tier 1 in the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series, we have Group A, which consists of Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, Trinidad and Tobago, and Aruba. And in Group B, we have Puerto Rico, Sint Maarten, Curacao, and French Guyana. And here's Harvey driving through. That's what he can do. Can Bermuda get a 10th? Oh, Ed Mead was lurking, but it was just too much on that one for him. So, for those of you who may be wondering, Sint Maarten, this one playing that you're watching is the Dutch Sint Maarten, and the other Sint Maarten is the French one. Really, I think it's pronounced, pardon my French, Rennie, I know you're a big French speaker, but I believe it's Saint Martin. I think, yes. I got the note of verification there from Rennie Best. So yes, that's the French one, just in case there was any confusion there. So to give you a rundown of the tournament, on the Friday the 23rd, it will be the semi-finals between second and third in the Tier 2, as well as the first and the second best place in Tier 2. Those will be the two Tier 2 semi-finals. And then for Tier 1, we have the winner of Group A versus second in Group B. And in the second semi-final will be the winner of Group B against the runner-up of Group A. And then, of course, on Sunday, the 25th, in the Dwight York Stadium, both finals will be played after those semi-finals have been completed. So, a lot of action to come in this CFU Under 14 Boys Challenge Series. And, of course, the action continues. Well, group action, that is, continues all the way until Tuesday, when on Wednesday we'll have the playoffs for the Tier 2 teams. Those will be in the Atto Bolden Stadium on Wednesday the 21st of August. That will determine who is going to play in those semi-finals for the Tier 2 teams. Can be a bit confusing, but for more information, you can always go on the CFU Under 14 or the CFU Instagram page. Of course, they have been posting all the scores and the tables of the tournament. So if you haven't as yet, please check them out on Instagram, give them a follow, and that way you'll be able to keep up with all the action from the tournament throughout. Here is Bermuda still battling away. You would think that it isn't the score that it is, with about 13 minutes remaining. They lead 9-1 here against Sint Maarten. And they have been absolutely brilliant today. Can Sint Maarten, though, find another goal? They've gotten one and they get another. Lovely play by Rogers, but he gives it away in the end. And it is a foul, and Bermuda yet again going to make some substitutions. And it looks like it's going to be Adam Barrett who's coming on, as well as Diari Trott. That's the other Trott. And that substitution will be made after the ball goes out for the next time. Lovely ball there by Russo, but Solomon Salam stood tall. Here's Thomas. Think through into Harvey, controls nicely and gets past his man. Can this be another big chance for Bermuda? But it's a foul in the end there by Soleana. And a free kick in a dangerous position. He's also yellow carded there. A free kick in a very dangerous position once again for Bermuda. And here are the substitutions. coming. It is going to be Diary Trot who's coming on. And it's Skylar Pejotto, number 3, who's making way. And then the other one will be Adam Barrett, the number 2, coming on for Deacon Wade, number 8 for Bermuda. He had a brilliant game as well. In that first half, he was just pinging that ball cross field. There he is, Deacon Wade. Excellent game, young man. And who enters is Adam Barrett, another very good player in this Bermuda team. So it is a dangerous free kick here for Bermuda. And St. Maarten have to stand tall here. They don't want to concede any more goals. It's De Silva on this famous left foot of his. Let's see what he could cook up here. De Silva whips it in. It's nice looking, but really he wasn't threatening at all to Sudesh Singh. Here's Weller. Second half substitute as well into Solomon. Another second half substitute. Brilliant play from him. Trot. Thomas. Oh, how about that? From Carter. Thomas gets away from 2. And here's Kunze. Looks as if he'll play the full 70 minutes as well. Solomon spreads it nicely. That's not the control that Weller would have wanted. But he somehow gets back possession and eventually ball is kicked out of play. Rousseau. Oh, tried some skill there, did De Silva, but went straight out of play. She had a bit of a laugh with his teammate Weller. Rousseau. And here's Barrett getting his first bit of action since coming on. Did start against Grenada on the opening day and had a good performance. Did Adam Barrett. And a lovely tackle there to stop the Bermuda attack. But it seems as if there's an injury here to one of the St. Maarten players. Not yet sure who it is on the ground, but it seems to be an issue of just cramp. And physio Sean Brown is attending to the player. Yeah, they've been running a lot. I mean, Bermuda have just been running circles around St. Maarten, so they've been chasing shadows a bit, so you could understand if any sort of fatigue has kicked in here. And it's really been a tough day for them. We could see Ruiz there just trying to hype up his team again and tell them it's okay, it's a learning experience. It's Marion actually who was receiving the treatment there. The play is back underway. Here's Barrett. We have about 8 minutes of normal time remaining here in the Larry Boom Stadium, and this is our final match of the day between Bermuda and St. Maarten. Earlier on, we had St. Vincent getting the better of Antigua 1-0. A goal from Bo Hoyt to give St. Vincent the 3 points, and then Barbados with a 4-1 victory over the Cayman Islands. That's in Group A, and then this Group C encounter here, it's Bermuda who have been all over St. Maarten. 8 goals in the first half, and they lead 9-1 in this match, so impressive and dominant performance from Bermuda. Here's Kunze into Trot. Not too long came on. Rogers trying to play the 1-2 there. Gets back possession. Here's Kunze again working hard, but thought he might have been fouled but wasn't. Referee says play on. Salam into Barrett. Weller. Harvey is fouled. Free kick for Bermuda, and substitutions now for St. Maarten, and looks like the keeper and everything is going to be changed as well. Looks to be Nico Vigors who is coming on. Well, actually first it's going to be Zidane Brown, big name, and also The keepers are being changed. Aidan James has come on for Sudesh Singh. There's Zidane Brown running on, and also Nico Vigors. They have all come on to the pitch to see out the rest of this one. As Bermuda marching on to victory here, really. It's just a matter of time. I think this one is well and truly done and dusted. I don't think it's disrespectful to say that at all. Scoring 8 goals in oddly 6 minutes is a huge ask. Here's Kunze. Into Salam. De Silva. Twisting and turning. Very skillful is the young man De Silva. Ball played out wide, and I think he was fouled there as well. Yeah, definitely was. I think it's Ed Mead who dropped deep. Thomas launches that one forward into Kunze. Can Bermuda find a 10th goal? That's brilliant play from Kunze. And he's still going here, Kunze and Rogers! And they have found their 10th goal, and it's the second half substitute. It's Kais Rogers with a very composed finish. And 10-1. Now they lead. Ready? Surely now Bermuda have the 3 points in the bag. I mean, it's been like that for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think they had the 3 points in the first half. But really, really good composed play from Bermuda. Excellent finish from Rogers. And as a coach, can't really ask for much more. That is what we refer to as a champion's performance. Even though Sint Maarten may not have the quality, but look at this VAR replay. Given they're making a run, even joining players, and somehow gets the ball off, and look at that for a finish from Rogers. It has been a really good showing from Bermuda. And I mean, I'm not a betting man, but this is a team you kind of put money on.
Yep. Absolutely agree with you there. I mean, they've really impressed. 10 goals to show for it. So what more can you really ask for? Surely is the biggest margin we've seen in the matches here in Trinidad. And 10-1. Bermuda against Sint Maarten. So back to the drawing board for Jason Lindo and Sint Maarten. They have to bounce back. Still yet to get a victory or anything on the board as yet. They have scored though, but it's a long way forward for them. These young players, we've seen glimpses of it. They are talented, but it's all about using these experiences and strengthening and going forward. You're only under 14, have a long way to go. Latham launches that one up into the Silva, flicks it on to Harvey, who concedes possession. Yeah, but your thoughts on the game, Rennie? I mean, I know there's been really one narrative, but I guess your analysis on what played out.
Well, as we've said before, Bermuda they really just have treasure in some of these players here, if not all of them actually. They've all played really well. And this is definitely a special game for them. I mean, you always want to score as a team, and that is exactly what they did. A very, very good performance from them, and not to bash Sint Maarten at all. They did perform to their best ability considering their opponent, and as a coach, there's nothing more you can ask for. Is that your team goes out and tries their best, and credit to Sint Maarten, because I think that's exactly what they did.
Yeah. Did get their goal in the end though, so as we said, they do have something to smile about. But just about a minute and a half remaining here of normal time, and surely Bermuda can't go for 11. Surely not. But you wouldn't put it past them, would you?
No, definitely not, especially with the likes of the players that they have on the field currently, they can probably score 3 more in the amount of time that they have.
Well, look at that. Edmead finding some space and he plays it out wide to Kunze, who's proved to be a threat today. Yeah, dancing through. Can't find a way past Zidane Brown though. Here he is again though. Kunze receiving it in the wide area, showing some of his skill. And Brown once again doing the defensive work. Can Sint Maarten maybe get a goal coming down in these latter stages? They would love that. But they concede possession once again. De Silva slips it through to Edmead. And it's good goalkeeping from the substitute. And we are nearing that 70-minute mark. Waiting for the officials to see how much time will be added on. As we are wrapping up play for today here at the Larry Gum Stadium. It is 2 minutes remaining here. 2 minutes being added on rather. And I'm sure that Sint Maarten will want that 2 minutes to end very quickly. It's really been a tough day in the office. A foul there. Well, I thought the advantage might have been played there.
I think if he continued to run, it definitely would have. A really good opportunity to, why not add one more?
Salam into Barrett. Pings it wide into Kunze. Trot plays it in. Still good football here from Bermuda. Though they've only managed to score 2 goals in the second half, they still have played very well. Here's Weller. Trying to use some of his pace, but he's cleaned up there by Kadian Soliana. Ball thrown in. And another chance. Nope. Gobbled up there by the goalkeeper. And Sint Maarten just trying to get something from this, but Bermuda still giving it full 100. Here's Edmead slipping through Harvey. But defender did just enough to put off that run. And keeper gobbles it up. And any minute now, all eyes should be on Charlie's hood to end this one. 2 minutes are very close to being up. Here's Barrett. Yep, and there it is. The final whistle, which sees Bermuda with a huge victory over Sint Maarten. 10-1 is the scoreline. We saw 2 hat-tricks being scored today. One from Zidane Furbert, and one from Jeon Wolf in the first half, mind you. They were up 8-0 and it's finished 10-1. Sint Maarten, well, they didn't have the best of days, did they? But they were still worthy competitors. They still gave it their all. They were running up and down. The sun was hot. But just undone by a very high quality Bermuda football team. And the players there, coaches just sharing their sentiments, congratulating each other. But the Bermudans will know that they are well and truly one of the main competitors in this CFU Under 14 Challenge Series in the Tier 2 group. They are absolutely dominant as they set up for the Man of the Match award, and there were a lot of shining stars in this match for Bermuda. The likes of Jennings, the captain, of course. The likes of Jeon Wolf, who of course scored a hat-trick. how could you look past that? But there was another man who also scored a hat-trick, and that's Furbert. And to add seasoning to his hat-trick, he also clocked 2 assists as well. So that's 5 goal involvement out of the 10 goals. That's impressive, and I do think that if I was surely to choose a man of the match, it would definitely be Zidon Furbert, and I think he will more than likely be awarded it. As we see them there, the Bermudans, they're cooling down now, getting that bit of cooling down after a long match in the hot sun, and they deserve that victory because they really performed well from the get-go. It was all Bermuda. From a Sint Maarten point of view, it's back to the drawing board. I mean, lost their first game, and now they've lost again, so still not able to get on the board. And the next match is going to be ever so important. They need to win, and they need to get something out of it. Not just to have a chance of advancing, but also to revitalize the team and get them back motivated to perform. It can be very demoralizing to lose 10-1 in a match, and it makes you want to quit almost, but that's the beauty of sport. It's all about learning from the mistakes and using these losses and turning them into ways that you could improve in your next performance. And that's definitely what Coach Lindo, Jason Lindo, is going to have to tell his troops as they have their various team meetings and so forth this evening or throughout the rest of the tournament. As we still await the Man of the Match award, it looks like it's Gion Wolf who is putting on his boots. Maybe he'll be the one to get the Man of the Match. But nevertheless, it's been an excellent day of football here in the Larry Gomes Stadium. Yeah, it does look as if it's going to be Gion Wolf. It's been an excellent day of matches here in the Larry Gomes Stadium. Of course, we had 3 matches. It's been a long day. Started off with St. Vincent with a 1-0 victory over Antigua and Barbuda. And then Barbados with a 4-1 win over the Cayman Islands. And now we see a 10-1 victory for Bermuda over Sint Maarten. That's the Dutch Sint Maarten here in Tier 2 Group C. And here he is, Gion Wolf, a hat-trick in the first half for the number 20 of Bermuda, and well deserved. He had a brilliant game, and to be fair to him, could have had more goals, had a lot of opportunities, but in the end he did get his hat-trick, and he got the performance that he wanted, and he's got the result that he wanted. A win for his team and a win for himself as well. A little hamper with some snacks in order to keep motivating him to do all the good work. Well done, Gion Wolf. That's brilliant from you. And as we look to close out the action for today, let's take a look at the highlights and the goals of today in our final match. Furbert started us off with a brilliant finish very early on in the first minute of this one. And then it was all Bermuda. Furbert again charging down the right hand side. Wolf, big save there from Suraj Singh. He had a couple of them. And again, that big switch ball across from Deacon Wade proved to be very dangerous. That one there, Wolf, that was one of the chances he had before he even scored a goal. So that's to show you how much he could have scored. And then this one from Furbert, taking it down nicely and then into his stride. And then he just bangs it home for a 2-0 lead and a second goal of the game. And then how about that? Jennings whipping it in, and then Tucker dunking and scoring their 3rd goal of the game. Wonderful goal that was. I think that's my favorite one of the day actually. And then it was the Gion Wolf show, slipped in by Jennings and finished off easily by your man of the match today. And that was his 1st goal of the afternoon. They had other opportunities that went a begging, but you can't really blame them after they did score 10 of them. And it was Jennings again who passed it through for Gion Wolf. And you guessed it, he slotted it home as composed as ever. Jennings was pulling a lot of strings in that midfield as well, racking up a few assists for himself. And then look at the pace once again from Gion Wolf. This was another one of his opportunities. And this was the hat-trick opportunity, which he just dragged wide. Unfortunately for him, he knew how big of an opportunity that was, but he knew there was more to come. That was one again. Unfortunately for them, unable to convert. Peugeot here with some lovely skill and played the ball through. But Wolf again offside, so that's about 6 already. And then this was finally some other action for the Bermudans. Furbot with some excellent skill, and how about that? Just getting it through, but it was good defending from Sint Maarten. And then it was good work again from Furbot to finish off that one there. Well, to square it rather, for Wolf to finish it off. And that was his hat-trick. And opportunities just kept coming for Bermuda. Look at that again. It was good goalkeeping from Sudesh Singh, but Wolf was definitely the target man for the Bermudans. Here he is again, shooting this time. That one deflected just wide. And this is still the first half, mind you. That's just to show you how action-packed it was. Yep, they just kept coming and coming. It was an onslaught, as Rennie Best put it, of Bermuda attacks. This one here, good strike coming in from Trott, but saved by Sudesh Singh. And then eventually Captain Jennings, after all the assisting, decided to score for himself. Banged it home with his left foot. And that was the 8th goal for Bermuda. And that was all in the first half. In the second, Kunze was a bit of a threat really for the Bermudans. And he was able to win a penalty, which he missed, unfortunately. Great save by Sudesh Singh. Excellent save by Sudesh Singh. But he did get his goal eventually. Good play down the right-hand side here from the Bermudans. And then Furbot was gifted back this ball, but he used his gift for good. And he put it right on the plate for Kunze. And that was a huge moment for the number 17. And everybody who supports Bermuda, they love him, don't they? And that was Bermuda's 9th goal of the afternoon. Yep. Sint Maarten had some chances. That one there, bit shaky from Latham. The shot came in and just went high and wide. But this was the moment here. Latham a bit sloppy. And it was Marlin with a brilliant finish, has to be said. Though it was a consolation goal, he did ever so well. And it meant a lot to them. And it really made us happy here to see them get that goal. But then Bermuda were right back at it again. Kunze dancing through the defense, putting it on a plate here for Ed Mead. Couldn't get it, but the Bermudans just kept going. They just didn't let off despite even the substitutions. Chances just kept coming for the Bermudans. That one over the bar from De Silva. Harvey had an impact as well. Look at that. Whipping one low and hard, but unfortunately for them, Ed Mead was unable to reach to the end of it. And Sint Maarten really had their work cut out for them today. It was really a tough day on the office. As you could see with the highlights, it's been all Bermuda really throughout. That bit of skill there from Carter Thomas. That just shows the confidence that this team displayed today and throughout the tournament as well. Kunze, again, as we said, was really good, and this one was finished off by Kais Rogers. Beautiful. And that was the final nail in the coffin, and 10 goals the Bermudans scored against the one of Sint Maarten. So Bermuda flying high, and a wonderful Sunday evening for them. They can go back and relax themselves. So at the end of it, Bermuda 10-1 victors over Sint Maarten. It's been me, Liu Chin, and Rennie Best in commentary. And on behalf of us and the entire production team, thank you for viewing with us. We'll see you next time. Take care. Don't forget, of course, as well, you can scan now, take our spectator survey for a chance to win a special merchandise package. Prizes include Sport TT notepad, a cap and a keychain, as well as drawstring bags from Visit Trinidad, a water bottle and a microfiber towel, and of course, I Choose Sports t-shirt, pencil case, and a phone popper. So scan now, you can get your chance to win one of those items. And we must make mention of our sponsors as well, the Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and our partners, the Ministry of Sports and Community Development, the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, I Choose Sport, Powerade, Subway, and Blue as well. Grateful for their support in this tournament. And of course, 6TT, the official ground transportation provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series, and hosted in Trinidad and Tobago. So that is all that we have for you. We'll see you next time. Do have a great Sunday evening.
I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
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 And we speak with one voice.